Hello, my name is Courtney.
And my name's Cal.
And this is Little Lily, and we are now in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, so we've been here for about a week and a half now, just settling in, looking for apartments. There's really no website or database to search for apartments, so it's literally just walking up and down streets, just looking for signs for rent or say alquila. And we think we found one, so we would definitely just appreciate prayers just for wisdom and discernment to just choose where God wants us to live for the duration of our time here.
So while we're here, we will be primarily working in two villages, Buena Vista and Tomamina. We'll be involved in some other stuff with the ministry as well, seeing other church plants and other types of ministries, but mainly we'll be in Tomamina and Buena Vista for our time here.
So far as we've been getting settled, we've had the opportunity to go to Buena Vista twice. We haven't been to Tomamina yet, but today will be our first day. In Buena Vista, yesterday I actually got the chance to share a little bit. I shared from the end of James 4, just specifically like focusing on verses 14 and 17, just talking about how tomorrow's not promised, and that it's sin for us not to do the things that we feel like God is calling us to do, and just talking how that relates to the urgency of the gospel and how we always think, oh, I can do that tomorrow, but tomorrow's not promised. And so just kind of relating that to the gospel and how we don't have time to wait to respond to God necessarily. If we feel like we need to respond to God or do something that He's calling us to do, then we need to do it now.
I've only been able to go once. Cal's gone twice so far, and so in the future we hope to go together as much as possible, but Willoughby's been teething, so that's been an extra hurdle, but we've been very blessed to have a very smooth transition here.
Yeah. And one thing we've noticed specifically in Buena Vista is when we get there, a lot of the youth are playing volleyball or basketball, or I've had multiple people stop me on the street, like teenagers, and want to practice their English. So definitely just looking for opportunities to engage the youth there more. So whether that looks like sports or English classes or whatever, we would definitely just appreciate discernment and how to best reach them there in Buena Vista.
Yes. On Sunday, we went to church in Cativo, which is the ministry's first church plant here. So that was really cool to see them as an actual church, worshiping together, praising Jesus together in a formal fashion, knowing that it took them years to get to that point. So that was really cool.
Yeah, it was just really cool seeing like a more mature church plant and just hearing stories of just what their lives used to be like and what their lives are like now, and just what God has done. They're just tearing down idols and just division and anger and just all these different things, and instead replacing them with fruits of the Spirit. Just really, really cool.
One thing that's interesting was I was wondering how Willoughby would do in the weather, and actually she's been doing amazing. She really hasn't seemed pretty fazed by it at all. We sleep with a fan at night, and she seems totally fine with that. And I think she actually prefers not wearing as much clothes. So yes, that's been a good occurrence.
Yeah, and with her eye, when we patch her eye, there's just so many new things to look at, and just different things to see, that she's much more engaged with that eye, which is really good for just strengthening it.
Yes. So for prayer requests, we would definitely appreciate prayers as our Spanish continues to progress. I would say I'm definitely more at a basic level. I'm having a harder time learning and more retaining. Like I'll learn something and then the next day I feel like I have to relearn it again. So I would just appreciate prayers for that. And then for you.
Yeah, I mean, in a week and a half, I've definitely felt like a lot of Spanish has come back, but I still have a long ways to go. And I mean, I definitely want to leave here being proficient at Spanish. And so that's definitely my goal. Yeah, other than that, definitely just prayers for how to best reach the youth in Buena Vista and just engage them just where they're at in a way that we have an opportunity to share the gospel and the hope that Jesus provides to them. And then lastly, just for our apartment, today we should have the opportunity to hopefully lock something down, and so just that we would live where God wants us to live, and that everything would go smoothly, and we would go through the proper process and not rush things, but that at the end of the day we would be where God wants us to be.
Requests for Lillaby, I would definitely just appreciate prayers, just continuing for her eye, just that we'll find the right doctors, that she'll have the right care, and that she won't even really need any further care, that Lord will just heal it completely, and just for her health in general, that she won't get sick because of the water or because of any foodborne anything, that she'll just be completely healthy the entire time she's here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching. This is definitely such a journey for us, and we're so thankful to have people like you that support us in prayer and support and otherwise. So thank you so much. Definitely keep us in your prayers, and also reach out to us. We'd love to pray for you too. If there's anything in your life, we definitely want to be open for that. So don't hesitate to reach out, and we hope you have an amazing day. Adios! Hasta luego!
Yeah. Well, look at those two little hummingbirds.
Yeah.
Those are tiny.
Those are tiny. Those are very cute.
Those are so tiny.
Yeah, those are tiny.
I have never seen birds that small.
Aww. That was really sweet.